Hey friends, I'm so glad you're here today. If this is your first time on my channel, I'm Tish, and this is Tish Loves Home in her 50s. I feel like my camera has a little blur on it today. I'm not sure why. Hopefully, it's clear when you see it. So, I'm so excited and happy to be back, kind of doing a regular thing. I know several of you have told me that where have you been, what you've been doing, and I have been posting about one video a week. So if you've missed seeing those, just go back and look. There have been several different things. I've just been really busy, and some of the things I've been busy doing really are not like things I would typically film. I did do the tea and I did film some things from that. I don't know. I've had jobs every day, but some of the jobs I've had, I feel like they really don't want to film those, so I haven't been doing that. We had a day where we went prom dress shopping for my youngest, Caroline. So I don't know. I've just been kind of here, there, and everywhere, I guess. I haven't done a lot of shopping lately, trying to really nail down this budget. We're getting closer to senior year for Caroline and just all the things, and I'm trying to be real conscious of that. But this week, I've kind of done some flip flopping with my schedule. Really wasn't what I planned, but I'm really excited to have this day at home because I do want to put out a few little Easter things. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to get a little bit of Easter mixed in with some of the spring stuff that I already have out. Possibly do a little cooking. For tonight. I started working on my closet, kind of moving spring stuff down, did a little bit of decluttering. Really need to do a little bit more work in there too. That may be a separate video. But anyway, today it's going to be primarily putting out a little Easter. I will be hosting Easter lunch here. So I want to have a few things out. So without further delay, let's just hop right on into this and see what we want to do. Okay, friends, so yesterday I came up here and got out some of my Easter things. I have a couple of Easter blankets right now that I'm washing. See some more things in here I'm probably going to have to wash. And just kind of spread it out to kind of get an idea of what I've got. And I was thinking last night about kind of what I want to use. I know I'm going to use these bunnies. I've had these for several years, and I think I've got a good place in mind for those. I'm going to use my hydrangeas that I've been using. I'm not going to just like go Easter bunny crazy this year because I already have some things out, and I've only got a couple weeks until Easter, so I don't want to put a whole lot out and have to take it back down. I think this is a little runner. So I may use this in the dining room. We shall see. This pillow was a thrift store find from last year. I think I know right where it's going. This was a thrift store find. I'm going to put him on the front door. And then I do have these kind of done by, where I put them. It's 3 tubs and then this little thing. And then, of course, pillows or whatever. So I don't have a ton of stuff, but there's a lot in each tub, really. So I think what I'm going to do is only take down the things that I'm going to use. I looked at my pictures from last night, and I really didn't just love what I did last year. So this may be a good time to do some things a little bit differently. So anyway, we're going to be spreading this stuff out, and I'm going to just take down things that I know I'm going to use in certain places. And we will go from there. So let's just get started. It's a better look at this little bunny. I got this at a thrift store this past year for $5. I'm going to put it on the front door. I just think that would be fun out there. And I had some little pink bunnies that I might use beside my topiaries. These, my thoughts were to put them up here. And I am going to, kind of want to do them maybe to the side. Let's turn these lights on. Whoops, so we can kind of see. I'm going to put my hydrangeas back in that. I let a friend borrow those this week, and so I ended up taking those out. for her. But I was thinking maybe if I just left these here. I feel like I've got more room on this side than I do on the other side. I don't know why. And just maybe face these bunnies out. Yeah, that's pretty. And then we'll just put the greenery up there for that. I do like to put a seasonal pillow on this little bench because we see this when we're coming in and out of the house. So I think, put those to the side. I think I'm going to do that one right here. It goes real pretty with the green. It's very soft. And I'll just put these up for now. So I just put a few of those in to give it some color. Of course, I'll have to clean up a little bit, but yeah, I think that'll be good. Just very simple, but enough. I'm gonna just show you what I decided to do was just to pull down things that I know I want to use, and then I left the rest of it. It felt so good. So these came from Walmart last year. I think I had them outside last year, so I'm not real sure if they're gonna look good with that thing I just put on the door. This little thing, I had it by the fireplace, but I think I'm gonna put it by the back door this time. It's just a little, you know, one of those little stands. These I got last year from Dollar Tree. They were like, I think 5 each. I love them. I'm not real sure. Kind of scared to put them outside because I don't want them to get messed up outside. But we'll see. I do like these, and I want to use them somewhere, so I'm going to figure that out. This picture, I know I'm going to be putting on my little shelf in the kitchen. Got bunnies on both sides. And then I always like to use these. They're just really cute little fillers. I like this little thing. Target Dollar Spot or Bullseye section a few years ago. This bunny, I love him with that little bitty touch of blue, and I may put him in the center. I'm looking for something kind of to go right there. Hampton's going to go out, and it's freezing today, so all these ferns and stuff that I just bought, I had to bring them inside. Go ahead, Hampton. You can do it. Go ahead, go potty. He always just likes to look like he's not sure. Give him just a minute. Let's see. I'm going to use this gold one, probably in the guest bath. That little carrot. I'm going to put this probably on my shelf. I'm not going to use all those that I have this time. Trying to get it out, let you see, but also to let me see what I got to work with. I love this little bunny. He's got just a touch of blue. He might be cute up there. I had this under a little cake stand last year. I think I'm going to do that again. Like I said, I didn't really love. It's funny, every year I say that. It's like, I don't really love the way I did it. I guess you just have different, you know, different things each year. I thought I might use him on this shelf because he would give a little bit of that wood tone somewhere with the other stuff. I don't know if you can see that, but we'll see. This goes on the dining room table. I'm going to mix that around some bunnies. I love the bird's nest. Really, this could be, you know, all year long, but I'm going to figure out, I mean, not all year long, but really just spring. So I'll figure that out. And what else did I bring down? I love, these are some of my favorite little things, and I have them in yellow too. I got these at Michael's several years ago, but they just add a little something. They're just simple, and I like that. I think this went on my shelf. These I had in a basket. This is one that came from Mama. And this is one of my favorite little bunnies. It was one of hers. And I love putting it somewhere every year. It's just so cute. And this, I think I put this in the guest bathroom last year. So, and I've got this little gold, probably go in the guest bathroom with the candle on it. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can limit it to this stuff. Just kind of get these things around. And then if I want to add a little something else, I will. Not planning on really doing anything in the shelves. I do, you know, I forgot. I might want to put in here, I might want to do just a few little things. Maybe one of those Easter plates in here. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to go ahead. Oh, you didn't get to see this. So I brought him down last night. This bunny is one of my favorite of all time things. I love him. And I like him right here in the center of the island because you don't really need much else. I did not use this last year with him, but I like it. So that's probably all that's going to go on here because we will be eating at the bar, I'm sure on Easter. And then I already had this over here for the tea, so my thoughts were I would just add a little bunny. And I'm going to keep that too. Y'all, I'm telling you, life in your 50s, you keep things simple. That's what I'm going for. So in the middle of this, I did do a Walmart order, very small one. There were several things that we needed, but I really wanted a Celsius badly this morning. So that's bad, isn't it? But that's the main reason I did it. So I stuck those in the freezer. I'm going to go ahead and get these groceries unloaded, and then we'll get back to putting some stuff out.
I saw you standing by the willow tree. Your laughter danced like ripples on the sea. The world stood still, the sky leaned down to see. And I wonder if you feel it too. This spark, this light, this something new. Like flowers blooming in spring, your smile makes everything seem. The air feels warmer, the days stretch wide, with you by my side. The grass was gold beneath our wandering feet. Your hand in mine, the moment felt complete. Each step a heartbeat, every glance a treat. And I wonder if this could be.
This has just been so much easier since I've kind of started this whole process of, less is best. I mean, I feel so much more relaxed when I don't have so much stuff to figure out what to do with. So I'm loving this, y'all. I highly recommend. Simplify. Makes life easy. I still have my pretties, and I'm so happy I do, but it's just making things easier not to have so much. So these sweet plates came from a client. I haven't used them yet, so I think they'll be perfect in here. And then I do have a set I'll use in my kitchen, and they'll be perfect for Easter. I will wash them off before we actually eat off of them, but for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and put them down. They really just bring in a little bit of the blue that's on the ribbon. So I can't wait to do the pictures for you and let you see it in all the detail, but they're so. So I've just put like all the stuff that I've taken down back in this tub. I've been thinking, which I have to do a lot when I'm trying to figure this out. I'm going to run upstairs and see if I can get a few more things. I really am not going to just I'm really not doing a lot, but even at that, I'm still having to think. We'll finish up there. I need a little something else pink for here. Maybe a little something to go on that shelf. And I guess I'm just going to leave this as is right now. I don't know. I'll see if there's anything I think that will work. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of playing, but I do that a lot. Y'all are going to probably be, once I do make all my final changes, who knows what it'll end up looking like. But anyway, I'm going to run up there and just see what else I can find. We're completely getting a glimpse of how things go with me when I'm trying to figure stuff out. It's just boop, 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 all over the place. These are the plates I'm going to be using in here. And just like I did on the other, I will wash these closer to Easter, but I thought I would just go ahead and put them out today while I'm decorating. It definitely needs washing. Let me wipe that off. They've been stored, so, you know. I have just been such a piddler and haven't even really put a lot of stuff out. But, I don't know. It's like I just trying to decide what to do. I've always been this way, though. I mean, maybe it's worse at my age. I don't know, but I feel like I've kind of always been this way to some degree. Let me show you this. I have been watching this praise music, or listening to it on YouTube several times lately when I'm working. I don't know, just search up morning worship. It is so beautiful. It's peaceful. I mean, I listened to it for probably 3 to 4 hours when I was decorating for the tea. And that's what I've been listening to all morning. So peaceful. So give it a try. So this is my little bag that has some pillows in it, and I knew I had more hand towels, and I do like using these because they're easy. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and throw these in the washer. Got quite a few, and I use some in the bathroom, and then the rest of them in the kitchen. This is the one I was kind of looking for. I knew I used these last year. They're so pretty. You know, I love the green and the blue. So I'm going to throw those in the washer. This pillow I think I'm going to put on my bed. That's what I did last year. This one might go in the chair in my room. I might do that. And then I have these two. I don't really think I'm going to have a spot for this one this year. And this one, I think I know where I'm going to put it. So we'll put those up and get these washing. I don't know if y'all ever do this. I hope you do, because I do it quite often. I started like putting my seasonal t-shirts in with like the decor things. And I think I started doing it, well, I don't know if I've done it a lot, honestly, because I think I still have some things down here. Anyway, that was my original plan. I used to keep my seasonal little t-shirts and stuff in a separate spot. And I think I was going to put them like with the decorations. So when I pulled that out, I would have them to wear. I have no idea where my little Easter t-shirts are. I know I have some. But I can't find them. So I have looked in everywhere I could possibly think to look. So I'm going to hop in my closet for a minute and kind of need to show you what I've been doing in there anyway. And then probably what I will do is just stop decorating for today, because I think I've kind of done all I can do. I need to sit on it a while. So when you see this, I will probably upload this video maybe Thursday, and that way you can see everything finished. But let's just walk in my closet and let's see if we can solve this mystery. So I did put some things down here in this bottom drawer that we're not using. I know I have all my patriotic t-shirts in here. I got a bunch of those. They're my favorites. They're like my favorites to wear. So I do have a bunch. I really do. I'm going to look in here and see, wow, if I have maybe some Easter things. I'm not sure. But there are a few I think I can definitely pull out now that it's getting to be spring. So I went ahead and pulled down like all of my spring dresses this weekend. and I donated some. I've got some to take to consignment, and then these are all my little Matilda Jane pants and some of my little crop jeans and whatnot. So I feel like those are in pretty good shape. This is a just for now. I'm gonna figure out, I don't know. I got to figure out a few things up there, but I am wearing most of that, and those are just like little summer bags. I'm going to get 2 more of these bins to contain all these sweaters. I just think it'll look neater. This has got to be cleaned up. T-shirt section, still looking for the Easter ones. And then yoga pants, all that needs to be cleaned up. And then this is my school T-shirts. Too many, I know, but next year's my last year, so those will all be gone after Caroline graduates. And then I just kind of cleaned up over here. I did get rid of some shirts, decluttered that, and then if you know me, you know my little sweatshirt section's down here because I do wear them all year round. Weird, I know, but I do. I got to clean this up. And then I've got linen pants back here. So I'm going to do a little search and see if I might have put them in these. We'll pull those out and see what's there. They need to be decluttered anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. So I really didn't know what all this video was going to be, but we're just going to call it Easter decorating / I don't know, spring clean out maybe. I'm going to go through here. I was just trying to see if this, I think this has more of like just shorts and stuff down here. Yeah, and I remember, so what I did last year was I put anything that was maroon, black, gray, or white. And there's a pair of green in there. But mainly that's what was in here because those were the colors that I wear with my school t-shirts and stuff. So we'll get that one kind of straightened out. All right, so let's take the tour of what I have done. It's still cold today, so all my real flowers are still inside, but out here I thought this would show up good from the road. Our house is too far to see anything much, so I felt like he would show up because he's so big and colorful. And then I decided to go with this mat. It's more of a spring, but it has all the colors that are in him, and then this one just around it to bring out the blue. So I thought that was cute. And then I just tied some ribbons on my little topiary. So I think it turned out cute, simple, which y'all know I'm all about that these days. So there is the front. So in here, I just put my little Happy Easter sign because it does go with the colors that are in here. And then this is my front entryway table that I was working on yesterday. Pretty much left everything the same with it. Y'all know I gotta move things as I'm filming, and just put my hydrangeas back in this pretty vase. So that's as you come in. And in here in the dining room, just a few little things. You saw me working on the table. I just left these blue bows because I thought they were pretty, why not? And these are the plates that I got from my client. For right now, I've just put these on top. I think I need light pink chargers, and I think I would use those for lots of things. I really want some for in here and the kitchen table, so that's something I am going to look for, but that's not really, you know, an Easter thing so much. It's just kind of matching with my colors. And then I left the little bows up here, so that pretty much stayed the same. And then I just added this big bunny over here. I've had him forever. I think I got him at a Food World when Trent and I first got married in Wetumpka. Isn't that crazy? But I've always loved him, but I just thought, just put him there, and that's simple, good enough. And then I have this little Easter pillow right here, very soft with the green. So this room, you know, I say all the time, my house is spring all year long. So it's really easy when it comes to Easter, and I used very little. I think this year I'm going to put all the things that I used, which is not much, in one bin. Not going to get rid of the rest of it yet. I'm just going to tuck it away, but I am trying to simplify, and it was so much easier. I'm going to change Y'all excuse my voice. This pollen is really getting me. I'm going to change the scripture for Easter, and then I just put this little bunny down here. Hampton's timeout crate. Excuse that for now. And then there's the table again. So that's just a quick look. Small changes, but just give me a little Easter feel. I did add these little bunnies into this, which this always stays here anyway. I think I got these from Walmart last year. Not sure if they have any of those this year or not. I didn't buy anything new, so very proud of myself. And then in here in the den, I did not do much. I'll just go ahead and say I left that just like it was. I did add a few things to my mantle. It was already very springy looking for the tea, but I did want it to have a little bit of touch of Easter. So I added my little eggs. I did rearrange this some. I love these bunnies, and I did get those last year from Walmart. Have not seen them this year, but you know, they are my colors, so I thought that was pretty. And then all I did up here was just add this little bunny, and he has a blue butterfly and then a bow on that wreath. So I didn't do much. The thing that was the hardest is just me figuring out what I am going to do. Once I decided, putting it up did not really take that long. And I didn't really do anything to my shelves. I kind of kept those the same. He ended up being left out of what I was putting up, so I just stuck him up there. But other than that, it already kind of looked springy, so yeah, I just left it. But I do love the mantle. I think that turned out pretty. And then I had this little pillow already, so I just added that to the bench. Got an Easter blanket there, and then I put this one on here, and I got rid of the other one because it really didn't match, and I don't need three. This pillow ended up in here, and that's really the only one I have on my couches. I forgot to say, I had a sweet friend who gave me this recently. It's a butterfly with the flowers. Isn't it so pretty? And it's perfect for spring, and I loved it beside this plate, so I did put that there. So here are my shelves, always one of my favorite things to decorate. I just added a few little things and took some things off. Added some touches of pink and a few little bunnies. I always like to add the little wood touches up here because I have some pieces that always stay with that. And then I added this little egg tulip plant. I love that. Little bunny here, just a few little eggs, one of my plates. So not a whole lot, but just enough. I feel like that it does say Easter, but it's just spring colors. So in the kitchen, I shared this a little bit earlier. I think I got this table runner from, I'm almost positive I got it at TJ Maxx, and I think they had a pink one too. Wasn't very much, I think maybe $20. And this is one of my favorite things ever. And so I just added him in the center because really he's all you need. And then when we have our meal, this is where the food will go. So he'll be our little center point. And then over here, most of this stuff was already here from the tea. It made it so easy this year. And I just added this little bunny and my picture. And these plates, these are thrift store finds. These actually were Trent's grandmother's. So again, I think a light pink charger in here would be pretty too. So I really need like 12 light pink chargers. So I'm going to see if I can find some. I'm sure Amazon has some. But that was very easy in here. And just stuck a little bunny over here by this. Let's see, that wreath was already there. Just added this little sign here, not much at all. And over here, I added this little bunny. This was one of my mom's. I think she gave it to Hope. It was a little thrift store bunny. It's so cute. And then over here, making my breakfast, I just changed out a few things on this. These are salt and pepper shakers, which we use. Then just put a little pink there, and then ended up putting that there. Both of these were Target bullseye section things, and these, the salt and pepper shaker, several years ago. Didn't buy anything new this year. And then I added these bunnies to this little, I don't know, cake plate or whatever, and the little flowers by the pink lamp. So again, simple, springy, easy. I liked it. Much easier this year. I ended up not changing anything on this. It really already looks spring enough. I probably had a few bunnies and things I could put up here, but I just decided not to worry about that this year. Maybe next year I can do it when I'm, I had already done this because of the tea, so I just thought, it's fine. So I just left it as is this time. Back here, I put this little bunny in the corner, and I just went ahead and pulled out a few of my little spring things that I have, but I didn't really do a whole lot back here either because I felt like it already worked. My laundry room, y'all know I always do this. I had these already there, so I just stuck my little bunnies in here beside it just to give me a little something while I'm doing laundry. And in my little guest bathroom, all I did was add a few little touches around. Changed out all of the towels, so now they will be kind of Easter, and then I have him over there on the side. But very, very easy in here. I just like to do a seasonal towel and then just add a few little touches. Just want to share out here, I usually forget. It's simple, but y'all, we all know that's my word. This sash, I bought from Amazon last year for my wreaths. So that was already there. And then I had these little pink bunnies, and I just decided it needed a little touch of something else. So I just put those. This is the garage door. So, we use it often. So I just wanted a little something. I did want to say in here, I forgot to mention this, and I always like to tell y'all when it's something for my mom. These little bunnies she gave to me. We had not been married long at all. And we're living in the first little house that we built, and I have had those with me all these years. I mean, literally close to 30 years. Don't know where she got them, but I've always loved them, so I always try to use them every year somewhere. This little friend, which I love, it was one of Mama's too. I know he came from a thrift store. He ended up by my bathroom sink, so I could see him all the time, and then I put this pretty little towel beside it. I did put this little bunny on Trent's side and one towel for him, but Lord knows it's probably going to stay a mess most of the time, but I need to clean in here too. But anyway, he does have a little Easter on his side. I do always like to add just a little something in my bedroom. I really like to do a little seasonal pillow up here, so I've got my little bunnies and just sweet, simple, and easy. We know we like that. Thank you for joining me today, guys. I hope that this was fun for you. I hope maybe you got a little bit of inspiration, and I hope that if you are like me and you are looking for ways to still enjoy the things that you've always enjoyed, but to do it on a scale that's manageable, hopefully that you're getting some ideas for that. Because really, I used probably, I don't know, maybe a third of the Easter stuff that I actually have this year, and it felt so much better. So I'm going to put all the things that I used this year in one tub, and the rest of it I'm just going to tuck away for now. Um, I feel like the older I've gotten, I haven't lost my love for seasonal things because I love that, but I have lost the desire to be moving things in and out, up and downstairs, and hauling tubs back and forth. I'm just really tired of that. So I do feel like this year I've been able to scale back, but I still have enough that I can enjoy. And again, I know my house is kind of, I say it all the time, it's spring all year long because it's light colors, but I really trying to do that every season. So I hope this was fun. I will be prepping soon for my niece's graduation tea. I do plan to take you along for that one as I'm shopping and ordering and decorating for that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm also going to be doing some thrifting soon. I'm so excited. Caroline is going to be out for spring break next week, and we're going to get to do some of that together. So I'll take you along with me for that, or at least let you see what we got after we get back. And I also think I'm going to share with you some things that I'm doing for a few clients coming up. So there's a lot of things to watch. Hopefully, you'll start to see the videos picking up a little bit more. I'm trying to get back in my at least one a week, maybe two a week. I have a lot of material coming up. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. And Again, if you haven't been with me before, I'm just telling you, I do not do a lot of let's knock down some walls and redo the whole room. I mean, that's great if that's where you are in life. I'm not there. My husband works a lot. I don't have his help to do things like that a lot. So I'm just trying to do things to make the house that I'm in right now function better for me and for my clients that I work with. So if that's kind of where you are or where you want to be, join me, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you, guys.
I saw you standing by the willow tree. Your laughter danced like ripples on the sea. The world stood still, the sky leaned down to see.